Great, beautiful, blissful rising to all of my king, queen, gods, and goddesses. It is your boy Waunstar. Gotta break it down to all of my beautiful Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and Venus. Even if you're not a Virgo, welcome to the channel. Now, this is a disclaimer. This is a general reading. Take it as it resonates. And if it resonates for you, make sure you hit that like, comment, or subscribe button. Make sure you share it to other people, around you to get some of this metaphysical tea/astrology tea that's for you, okay? So Virgo, what we're basically going to talk about today is you are finding a solution for situations that is out of control, okay? You are now finding a solution for situations that is out of your control. Now, let's go ahead and get in prayer and meditation, and then we'll jump directly on up into this. Spirit, guides, angel, universe, we thank you right now for everybody coming to the channel. Lead us, guide us, give us the blueprint and understanding towards our highest good and highest expectations. Now, anybody wishing any ill will mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or emotionally, what we do, we give that energy up to the universe, so instead of the sender, so it can be reciprocated to us towards our highest good and highest expectations, okay? Ashe, and amen. So salutations, everyone. I hope everybody doing wonderful. Shout out to my A1 Day 1. Shout out to the Soul Tribe family. Shout out just for you being a beautiful vessel that you are. Now, Virgo, you may be in a cycle, right? Well, you're starting to understand more about the choices that you need to make in your life. Like some of you are getting closer from being indecisive to just actually walking in full action. And the more that you are starting to walk in action, you are starting to walk in it more in a logical type of way, like mind over heart, okay? So some of y'all have just now been getting through some type of, let's say for some of you, y'all been getting through some type of turmoil or some type of challenge that was dealing with you emotionally, okay? Or if it's dealing with you coming to success, you starting to grow and thrive in places that people have never seen people come out of. Like, if this is you, Virgo, in a logical situation, you starting to look at the actions instead of the words of people. You starting to discover the purity into yourself. However, you starting to understand more about people not being wise. And that's what's kind of taking you down the toll when it comes to something successful that you may be looking for. Some of you may be looking towards a path towards some type of righteous way that you feel like things are going. And if it's dealing with a person, you gave a person a lot of unconditional love, hoping for this person to change, but they are not listening to the actions of the voice of your heart. But Virgo, by you being this the divine light that you are, and the expression of love that you give people, the expression of how you be compassionate about certain things, it's letting your inner light shine within you as you start to free yourself from certain type of individuals and start to elevate yourself to a higher dimension or higher ascension. Now, not only that, Virgo, you starting to accept something that may be coming into play, or you may be accepting some type of inner strength from within to finally be released for you so you can push forward. Now, even though you are going in a successful way, even though, people are not wise enough to really see your value the way that it needs to be, you are starting to be manifesting something that comes to you that's going to be life-changing or worth lifelong while. Now, the goodness that you see within yourself, Virgo, you see yourself as a very good individual, and I see you as a very good individual as well. However, you're not coming in harmony with your goodness and by you putting everything in God's hands, okay? So Spirit want me to tell you, you're going to have to trust into the divine in order to get yourself together. Like, some of you are being in a realignment phases where you are starting to realign yourself when it comes to spirit, realign yourself when it comes to your path, and realign yourself when it comes to things that you want out of your life. But it's somebody around majority of you, Virgo, that you can't control, and things are out of your control as far as the situation. You just got to let it be. Okay? Now, Virgo, again, you may be in a cycle where you are starting to understand more about the choices that you need to make in a logical way. Throughout all the changes that you've been seeking for, or the changes that's already been made, you're looking for some type of resolution or some type of ending when it comes to those who are truly immature around you, and about those who don't want to take things to the next level with you. Virgo, I feel like your eyes have opened up. You see a person for how it is, and it's starting to be distasteful, or you starting to see more of an imbalance that you think by your eyes being lifted up. Yes, you did have unconditional love. And when people have unconditional love for others, you really don't see the true selves. But now since you, Virgo, done start to find solutions away from this, starting to being around it all the time, and you want to remove yourself, you may be feeling like every choice lately that you've been taking, Virgo, has been an improper decision, or something that's not fair when it comes to your independence, or not fair when it comes to someone that may be absorbing your energy only for their own beneficial gain. Virgo, it's been very challenging for you to deal with a lot of unnecessary situations when it comes to dealing with your wishes to come true, but instead on that emotional level of getting that way being fulfilled, you too busy using your act of service helping other people get theirs without them reciprocating to you. Now, Virgo, your patience is running very thin with a lot of people, but your logical way of thinking has been very swift. Like, you've been on top of your toe. Like, you starting to see the patterns and see everything that's going on within yourself, or what's stopping you and around other people, what's hindering you from getting that logical understanding between what it is and what it isn't. A logical understanding of what is illusion and what is reality. And Virgo, your spiritual strength is withstanding and sending you to some type of spiritual endurance, because you are starting to open up and be a whole new vessel and a whole new light, okay? So that is the download for you. Whew. Forgive me. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to work on liberation, okay? This helps you in liberation, unity, and freedom. It also assists all the systems of the body, supports inner stillness and courage, releases the fear. Rest the left hand on your lap facing upward, lay the right hand over the left palm facing up. Allow thumbs to touch, okay? Relax the shoulders back and down and lengthen your spine. So this is what we're going to focus on. I honor the inner union of consciousness and bliss, okay? I honor the inner union of consciousness and bliss, okay? Again, shout out to my A1 Day ones. If you're not a Virgo, shout out to you the same way. Just take the Virgo and replace your placement into it, but make sure you get the logical understanding. This energy may flip, reverse, turn. It may be somebody around you with this as well. So take it as you need to take the proper download, okay? So let's go ahead and breathe in positive energy, get focused, let out this negativity, and get on into this thing, okay? You ready? So breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything that's not for you. Very good. Breathe in. Positive energy, positive light, full abundance to your highest good and understanding. Now hold it. And release out all the negativity, all the stress, all the worries, all the doubts, all the concerns, anything that's not for you. We are thankful. One more time, breathe in. I honor the inner union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the inner union of consciousness and bliss. Hold it. And release out, Virgo. I honor the inner union of consciousness and bliss. I honor the inner union of consciousness and bliss. Ashe. Ashe. And man, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. That is very important for this part, for this week. Let's just say it like that, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's tapping on into your energy, Virgo. I'm also seeing that this happiness that you still have deep within, it is revealing a lot of hidden secrets between people, because they can no longer control you or no longer manipulate you. Even though you are still finding ways to try to save somebody, Virgo, I feel like a small few, you may have got to the point where you have left that person behind, okay? So spirit guides, angel, universe, what do we have for beautiful Virgos? Summer rising, North Node and Venus. Now, Virgo, I'm sensing right now, it may be some challenges that you are going through with somebody about maybe some type of personal belief. Maybe if this is you, your personal beliefs are starting to shift from the old into a new way. Or maybe you going against the grain. Or maybe you just walking blindly by faith, Virgo, trying to protect yourself from those who you know that's not good for you. Virgo, you may be... You may be tired of a lot of people, and you may be holding up on your own. You standing your ground. The more you stand your ground for your situations and for yourself, Virgo, the more you keeping yourself in control. And the more that you keep yourself in control, Virgo, the more that you are starting to see bigger things or the bigger picture when it comes towards the path that you are taking. I feel like you have been cutting through a lot of cutting through a lot of people for this recognition and for this victory. But however, the happiness that you have inside, people are being a lot of hypocrites, or people is being very foolish about how you really see things and see other people. Okay, the actions that you are taking may be foolish for you dealing with people who sending you down the wrong road, Virgo. But however, even though you see the greatness in them, with the Five of Pentacles basically being in reverse, you will find some type of resolution to get out of some type of profitable state that you may be in when it comes to you acknowledging a person's toxic behavior. Again, I feel like by you going against yourself or going against people around you, trying to find something to fill up your cup for stability, Virgo, you are starting to understand that with the Queen of Swords, like, yeah, you may be bitter, but you are starting to cut through a lot of BS when it comes to people who is not about action. Virgo, I am sensing you are starting to overcome, and you are starting to see people for how they truly are, and starting to see people hidden agendas with the Three of Wands and the Moon card. Now, not only that, you are starting to also move forward when it comes towards your happiness. You are moving towards your happiness. You are moving more towards away from anybody who's treating you poorly or unfairly, like this King of Energy type of King of Cup type of energy. So it's more like people who like to manipulate. You start to see the challenges. You starting to see how the people mood swings be, how it be in and out, and how people only thinking about self and not being there for you, Virgo. Or they want you to be around everybody else to help them look good, but when it comes to you behind the scenes, they just giving an image where everything is unjustifiable for you. Virgo, you've been looking for different ways to try to build and try to be in some type of completion on an emotional level. However, you're starting to see all these options, and Spirit want me to say, even though it's challenging, Virgo, you still may need to take that genuine leap of faith when it comes to this, because it's certain type of situations or certain type of tower moments that keep bringing you back into your past. Now, Virgo, you may be overcommitted to a lot of energy, okay? You need to take a time out for yourself, or maybe you're starting to understand about somebody's being disorganized, overindulging over everything else, and always want to be in control when it comes to being over you. Virgo, I feel like some majority of you have been through this for a long period of time, but it took a slow time for you to see things for how they truly are. And Virgo, with the Lovers card basically being in reverse, by the World card basically being in reverse, I feel like some of you try to give people unconditional love. However, you had to start accepting things for the way that they is, accepting a person for how they are, for their sneaky behavior, for their sneaky tactics, for everything that you really don't want, Virgo, you getting tired of. Now, as you see in the big picture for yourself, you are seeing that you are starting to connect with Spirit and what's going on, why you start to see your recognition and your victory and everything that you need to do in order to grow. You starting to challenge your perception about how you once looked at somebody or how you once been in a cycle. You start to feel like now you need to apply more into your life in order to gain this abundance, okay? Now, not only that, you very inspiring when it comes to around people that know you can always push through, Virgo. So I feel like people have been thinking, like people have been seeing you go against the grain for so long, or people have been putting you against the grain, all because now it's time for a completion. You have completed them cycles. You're starting to understand you and the Spirit are one. And the more you start to identify the problems within yourself by changing your perception, the more you start to move in forward action when it comes to things that you're passionate about. Now, these secrets and illusions, you've been manifesting for some type of truth to be revealed. And even though you're being generous right now, Virgo, again, you are starting to allow cycles to be completed into your life and let things be what it is, okay? Now, people that's been challenging you, that want you to be cold and all of this, you starting to regain your power back, okay? The more you start to regain your power and start regaining who you are and start taking authority, the options that you are seeing that been trying to take advantage of you, and the people that want to try to take your happiness away with some unjustifiable events, now you got the Queen of Swords right here over the Justice card basically being in reverse. So anything that's unjustifiably couldn't build for you, you are finally cutting off, Virgo. Now, the good thing about that is with this new starting point, you being wise enough not to go through any more tower moments or any more sorrow. You starting to understand more about the memories that you once have and how now to start buckling down to find things that's going to balance you out. You went through the test, trials, and tribulations. Now, even though you have not seen the physical clarity that you've been looking for, Seven of Pentacles basically being in reverse, you have stopped rushing into a lot of situations that you know that is not going to help you overcome. You are seeking happiness, Virgo. Virgo, instead of being in some type of secrets and betrayal, still dealing with people that want to be here one day and then still do the same secret stuff. Virgo, you got the understanding to finally take that leap of faith. I feel like some of you have said it is what it is. You are starting to pack your bags. You are up and you're just taking that leap of faith. But somebody like a Virgo, if you've been with somebody for so long, you've been loyal and you just not wanted to do anything, but like do anything out the way. But since you see this person trying to win by any means, Virgo, you may take that jumper opportunity just to see what's new out there. Yes, I feel like some of you are going in hermit mode instead of keep dealing with narcissistic type of energy, or you're pulling yourself back because again, you cannot deal with the manipulation and the scars or the emotional scars that people have placed upon you. Okay, now Spirit, Guides, Angel, Universe. What else do we have for Virgo? Now, for this new completion, the completion is letting you know, Virgo, you got to go back in your traditional ways. You may have to it's nothing wrong with start something new. Don't get it twisted. But as you challenging your perceptions on love, you are starting to identify the problems that what you want to be with and what you don't want to be at the bottom of. You getting tired of going through all the pain. You getting tired of getting placed in situations that's logically hurting you and mentally keeping you frustrated, all over somebody else getting emotional pleasure for a temporary moment. Now, Virgo, I feel like your cup's not being filled, and this is from this Five of Swords type of energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini type of energy, which has basically put you in some type of hermit mode. Now, the promises that a person has kept telling you, you start to remove yourself, Virgo. So some of you are living a lot in your hermit mode because you're starting to do research on how to rebuild yourself, how to regain your authority, even in challenging times, and you are cutting through anybody who is standing in your way. Now, Virgo, with the Four of Cups right here, it is letting me know you need to take a time out for a minute. Maybe sit down and relax. Maybe refoundate and restructure emotionally what you want out of people as well as what you want on your purpose down the road. Now, I'm seeing that you are taking notes and you being very analytical when it comes to people. You being very strategic when it comes to things that you want victory over. However, the wiser you have become into the changes, the less demands that you are taking from people, or less you are being codependent. Now, people always with the Eight of Cups, they want to see you fall out of some type of situation, or spirits telling you to follow your intuition from the wise choices that you've been making because it's time for the cycles to be completed. Your happiness awaits for you, Virgo, but you are wanting happiness with a narcissistic type of energy, and spirit's trying to say it's time for you to be creative, move forward, and go ahead and go towards this long-term stability back into your King of Pentacles type of energy. Like you've been going very slowly at this, but it's like you've been slowing down because you've been waiting on somebody to get right. So Virgo, I feel like for you, even though this solution may not be the way that you want it to be, but you got to understand, Virgo, these immature people are messing up your messages, are messing up the information of you being happy. They messing up a lot with you. Now you finding some type of lack of doubt or some type of mental lack of being stuck on a mental level, Virgo, dealing with love. But Spirit trying to say it's time for you to move forward and be generous with yourself. Love is out there again. Yes, you had to identify the problems, what was suppressing you emotionally when it comes to stability, and it's always dealing with, like, Virgo, it's people that claim that they are higher fit energy, or they want to give you this and give you that and give you the other, but they really give you the bare minimum. Virgo, I feel like for the third parties and the secrets, betrayals, and illusions, the truth is finally here for you to realize that you do have options. You don't have to allow yourself to be stuck in certain situations that's very uncommittal. Now, Virgo, you've been moving a lot of very fast for you not to see a third party situation going on. But the more you start to realize the options that's being revealed in front of you by you being this King of Pentacles, the lack of passion that you have for those, because you going back and looking to see where you came from, and instead of being stressed out, you rather walk away from a situation entirely, and that's what's pushing you towards your greatness. Spirit woman to say, don't be out of control when it comes to your emotions. Just because somebody's not pouring into you, it's time for you to look out, start making plans, and start overcoming them hurdles within yourself, because you are your greatest access. Let's close it off. Two of Swords right here. It's a very much decision that's need to be made for you while you looking at making plans. And I feel like if you had to look at and make plans, some things be divinely meant. I ain't saying be the whole, but I'm just saying right now, Virgo, Ace of Wands, it's time for new new starting points, and it's time for you to put effort into something that's going to be worthwhile instead of those that just want to keep you out of your flow, okay? So with that basically being said, let's go ahead and get a little bit more. Now, let's get a couple from your ancestors right quick. Now, if I feel like some of you right now with your ancestors are telling you to shine brightly. It's time for you to dance and be joyous, okay? It's time for you to do everything that you need to do. But however, in order to be a master, you got to go back to the basics. Go back down to understanding how people operate. Go back down to understanding more about you and the stability that you want, because the alarm is ringing for you to understand. It's time for you to have strength, courage, hope, and faith, because everything that you're doing down your journey, you are doing wonderfully, even though we have bumps and challenges. But love is the biggest thing that's going to help you heal. So for this new cycle, make the choices to buckle down and start loving yourself more than anything else, because that's what's really going to help you get to where you need to be, okay, Virgo? Or cross watcher, anyone. So what we're going to work on today: I trust my inner vision. I trust my inner vision. Ashe, ashe, amen. I deserve a beautiful, spacious, comfortable home. I deserve a beautiful, spacious, comfortable home. Ashe, ashe, amen. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe button before you leave up out of here today. I eat foods that nourish my body and give me energy. I eat the foods that nourish my body and give me energy. Ashe, ashe, amen. I deserve a fantastic income. I deserve a fantastic income. Ashe, ashe, amen. I attract more money than I need. I attract more money than I need. Ashe, ashe, amen. And I am a miracle of nature. I am a miracle of nature. Now, before we leave up out of here, Virgo, now you got to understand the myths from the facts, okay? Now, that's very important for you as well, Virgo. 6 may be a very significant number, so start being in more in transition and look at the details for how they are. Everything about what's going on, if the facts checks out, the facts checks out, okay? Don't be optimistic about something for what they really doing, because you got to see the goodness in you. Now, you are on a beautiful journey, but self-love is in progress for you. You got to be that free spirit. Go drive forward without looking back, okay? It may be some people that want to try to come back to you right now. What I'm telling you, follow the clues. If it makes sense, if it walks like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a duck. So if a person turns around doing this and doing that, matter of fact, just stick with your intuition, because even though you may not find it, or even though you may not be looking for it, it's evidentially going to come out, because everything you poured in for you is going to come back to you. If somebody didn't pour it into you, they got to deal with what they deal with, okay? So peace, love, and light, love, and peace. If you want a collective, no, if you want a personal, please get at me. Look down at the bottom. Text me, get at me, we can make it happen. I just want to say, I love you, God love you, the universe love you. Peace, love, and light, love, and peace. Again, I will never come to you for a reading. So if somebody doing that to you, that ain't me. Now, I got my number right there, so you can get at me personally, because I handle all my business, okay? So peace, love, and light, love, and peace. I love you, God love you, the universe love you. Make sure you love who? Yourself. That's the most important thing on the channel. Till I see y'all beautiful souls till the next time. Ashe, ashe, amen. Namaste, baby. Yeah.